Hey, 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 welcome back, good people, and good morning to you. This morning shall continue, and I have another very special guest, a dear friend of mine. So, Christy, welcome back to This Morning.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I feel really good, very
right.
exciting, because, something major is happening, it's unfolding. And
is.
last time we had you here was part of Girls of a Feather. This time, again, still, involvement with Writing Legends.
That's correct.
And doing a bigger movement. It's all about Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
So, of course, we know today is Wednesday, but we're going to be talking about everything that's happening. And Christy, tell us about the Giving Tuesday movement.
All right. So thank you for having me
You're
again.
welcome.
And like you said, it's really exciting Giving Tuesday coming to the Eastern Caribbean. So Giving Tuesday essentially is a global day of giving. It follows Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And it came about in 2012 initially in the US, just recognizing that, okay, we spend so much time, spend our time giving thanks, we spend so much time shopping, but we never really have a time to think of those people who were not able to benefit from those events. So Giving Tuesday was conceptualized, and it's a time when we just give back.
Great. Now, the major thing here is that it's a global movement, and I'm so happy to see that we're doing our part, the Eastern Caribbean by extension. And I feel like, we always say the Caribbean like we're a tiny speck in the world, but we can make a difference and be impactful.
Precisely, and that is exactly the premise on which Giving Tuesday Eastern Caribbean was conceptualized. So recognizing how, it actually happens in Barbados. They started it last year, and I realized, this is something nice. I think we should try introducing this to the region. So I reached out to the guys at HQ, and they're like, yes, definitely, we want the Eastern Caribbean on board. And for our inaugural year, this is our first time, we're actually focusing on 4 main strategies. So we're actually piloting in St. Lucia and in Antigua, just to feel it out, to see, what's the vibe, if people will like it. And see what we could strengthen on and how we could contextualize the global movement for our region. So for our campaign this year, we're actually going on. We kicked off on November 27th, which was actually Giving Tuesday, and we're going on till Christmas Day. So this week we had the kids karaoke at the Victoria Hospital, where we brought some persons in to sing for the children, spread some good cheer, and just spend some time with them. We also have, because we collaborated with the hospital trailer, we had them share a wish list with us, and a lot of persons have come on board to actually see how they could support the needs of the hospital, particularly in terms of what we can do for the children.
Okay. Actually, I saw that circulating.
Yes.
There's a friend of mine who is a nurse. I saw it on her Facebook, and I was like, I never knew Victoria Hospital used to put out a wish list for the kids.
Yes, so that was part of Giving Tuesday Eastern Caribbean. For the rest of the campaign going on to Christmas Day, we have 3 more strategies that we want to put people on board for. So everyone can host an event during the campaign period. What it is that we recognize that during this time is a charitable season, everyone is already giving. So why recreate the wheel? Let's just bring everybody on board. If you're doing something, your organization is doing something, your company is doing something, DBS is doing something, just register your event. If you visit our social media pages, the handle is at Giving Tuesday EC, and that's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You will see, we'll redirect you to the links because there are a lot of links. So just go on there and you'll get redirected to all the links where you could host your event, register to host your event, and you could also participate in the My Giving Story contest. So My Giving Story is actually just a contest so people can share their giving story. How is it that you give? Do you volunteer some hours? Do you conduct a donation drive? Or you could actually use the opportunity to highlight someone you know who is in need, and persons who win the competition, well, our winning entries, they would actually receive, the nominees from those entries will receive a donation from Giving Tuesday as a surprise. So we're not telling them that they win, we're just showing up and we're surprising them.
So clearly there's several ways for people to jump on board. Whether you're an individual, an organization, a group, there is something for somebody to do. And I think this is perfect timing too, because as you said, we're off the heels of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and it's all about spending, and statistics always show like these are the 2 main days that the most money is spent and made in the world. So, let's take it around 360, because there's a lot of people around us, sometimes right under our noses, who needs some help, or the smallest thing, even if it might just be during this season, is something to give them that ray of hope, you know.
Exactly. And the thing about Giving Tuesday is it doesn't have to be something big. We speak about hosting an event, but by event or activity, it could literally be you bring breakfast for your neighbor, or you know there's someone who needs a book or something, you know. It's literally anything that you could do to spread some cheer and do some good.
All right, so St. Lucia, it's as easy as that. Now, of course, if you want to be part of the movement, your first step needs to be following all the social media handles. So Christy, let them know where they can find you guys.
Right, so we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we'll be launching our YouTube page soon, and it's at Giving Tuesday EC for Eastern Caribbean.
All right, so obviously, guys, there's so much to do. As we say, you know, it's the season to be sharing. So let's care as well. Let's be giving. Let's be part of the movement. It's something to make you feel really good. Like,
I think so.
I feel like persons, especially if you have kids, this is a great chance to get your children on board, because there's like a thin line for me in raising my son, and nobody's perfect, but I always try to make him realize you need to appreciate what you have. Because sometimes you hear the kids talk about stuff like, even as simple as breakfast, and he'd be, oh, Mommy, I don't want this, I want that. So first of all, my first problem is the tone of voice. Let's take it again and just be like, you know, Mommy, I don't feel for it right now.
Yet, you say.
No, all right, you know, but they're just so used to having options that they don't realize that, okay, first of all, this is a privilege to even have a choice, to even have something.
Definitely.
You know, other people around may not even have something to choose from to eat. So I'm like, listen, we need to realize we have a lot to be grateful for. And I want him to be somebody that's humble, and I think raising kids right now is something very important, to make sure that they can be grateful, they can be humble, and as well as they can realize they need to help out those around them. So my wheels are already turning as to how I can pull my son in. So
we're looking forward to it.
All parents out there, I hope this is a call to action for you as well. This is what we need to foster, to make sure that, you know, our next generation are going to be even more giving, even more caring than we are right now, to have that longevity. So I think it's really important, and we can make it fun.
We can make it fun, and that's the whole point, you know. Writing Legend slogan, have fun, do good, be legendary. That's all we want to do.
I love it. So you know what, we endorse this here at DPS. Of course, I'm endorsing it. Christy is here, so this makes it even more legit. I'm sure you guys may have seen it recently on DBS News about my giving story. So there's so many ways to be part of this. And Christy, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
As always. So you guys, listen, let's spread that Christmas good cheer and start thinking about what you can do. And we'll see you at the next event. Good morning to you, St. Lucia. Welcome back to This Morning. And you know what? We are definitely bringing you some different vibes today. And this was deliberate. Let me first of all introduce our guest for today. Tristan, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks. How's everything?
I'm really good, very excited. December is a special month. FYI, St. Lucia, my birthday is coming up. But the day before my birthday on December 7th, there's going to be something really special, very different. And it's being brought to us by Different Vibes. Now you catch on to what I'm doing here. So Tristan, let St. Lucia know what it's all about, because I know it's going to be a magical event.
So, on the 7th of December, we're actually bringing in a magician. For the first time, it's going to be, I think, maybe about 25 years since we've had a show like this in St. Lucia. And the whole idea was to really look at what's going on, see the type of events that really happen, and figure out something unique or something that people can really enjoy, where you could take your entire family and it's not like the cinema or the beach or something to that extent. So the whole idea behind this event was to really push something new in here, and here we are. The whole idea with Jabrizi is he's an illusionist. He basically had a stint of Crohn's disease where he could not leave his house.
Oh, wow.
And he was in the house for about 2 years, and it just dawned on him that, hey, I could do something if I survive, and basically I want that something to do, like, to be magic. And this is where the whole idea with Jabrizi came about. So he then started doing shows. Penn and Teller had this show called Fool Us. Penn and Teller, for those who don't know, would be like the biggest magicians in Los Angeles right now. And he was able to come on there and practice his art in front of two magicians who've been doing this for like 30 or 40 years, and they could not tell how he did the trick. And that's when we caught wind of him, and we were like, maybe we could do something. So this was 2016, if I remember correctly, or 2017.
Oh, wow. So this has been a long time in the making. Well thought out.
Basically.
Now, I'm liking too, because, it's young, fresh talent. Sometimes you think of magicians and you're thinking of older persons, but anybody who is watching any of these popular shows now, there are so many young magicians coming out. And I think Jabrizi is very intriguing. Most of us by now have been seeing the promos. I think one of my favorites, I hope if I do get to meet him, I personally will give him like $5. And I would love I'd love to see him change that to 100 and just please return it back. But there's this mystique, there's this excitement, and I mean, just like you said, it's something for everybody. So it's not age limited, and it's the fun for friends, family, everybody.
Exactly. And we really looked at, as you mentioned, the younger generation. So right now, if you're between the ages of, let's say, 7 and 13, in terms of entertainment in St. Lucia, it's music, or music, or music. You don't really have any branches. We used to have a major ballet, for example, school, and everything was there. Then you had a couple of the little arts and crafts here and there. But right now it's mainly music, and we need to try and branch out a bit. And this was where we figured the inspiration of Jabrizi might be something that the kids can really benefit from. So we're doing the kids show completely free of charge.
Great. Well, that gives the students something to look forward to. And I feel like it's going to be right off the heels of exams. So it's going to be a great way to de-stress for them. So perfect timing at that. And of course, later on in the evening, that same day, December 7th, is going to be the evening show. So what time does that take place?
Evening show, we're looking at 7 p.m. for the doors to open. The main act will be Jabrizi, obviously, but then we have some local talent involved. We have Scotty MCing. We brought in Kidel because the two of us, we really looked at Kidel, myself and my business partner, and we were like, he has something going for him. It's something that can really, develop into something wider. So why not give him a little support and see what exactly he brings? So it's a surprise act with Kidel. We don't know what it's going to be, but we know it will be good, and that's like the main idea behind Different Vibes, that you will see something that you have not seen before, and then you will get to experience it and share it with your loved ones.
Very nice.
So we're also looking at Yannick James as the violinist. I'll not say what Yannick will do. For those who haven't seen a violinist, Yannick is one of the best persons I've seen in actuality. So with these now, and we're hoping to have a short prize giving stint as well, so that we're not just saying, come St. Lucians, give us your money, but we're looking to give something back and really make the show into a complete fun experience.
Great, but again, it's a fusion of St. Lucian talent. We have Jabrizi coming in, so this is a really rare opportunity to come experience something different, St. Lucia. And I know this couldn't be possible, of course, without the sponsors too, so this is our time to big up the sponsors on board.
So we're going to big up PCD for coming on board very early without any kind of stresses whatsoever, thanks to Greg and the team. And also Flo, who had supported us from the get-go, and really helped us in terms of getting some of the ad placements and getting some of the items organized. They're doing a really big contribution for the kids show, and I really think with their Christmas promo, it would be something that they would be very keen on pushing and letting everybody know that, hey, Christmas is a time of giving, Christmas is a time of sharing, it's a time of magic as well.
That's right. Well, St. Lucia, make sure that you are there. So it's December 7th. Come out and see the best of St. Lucia's local talent. Come experience something by our guys from Different Vibes. It's Jabrizi coming here. It's going to be a magic show. So magical time, because of course we know what Christmas is. And of course tickets are available at all sell outlets, right? Tickets
are available at the Cell in Rodney Bay and the Cell in Castries. Basically, we're looking at anybody else who may want to, discuss anything in terms of the show, to come to our Facebook page, facebook.com/DIFFVYBZ.
All right.
All right.
Perfect. Well, this is how we wake you up in the know. So it's all about different vibes. It's magic. Jabrizi is going to be here in St. Lucia. And of course, there'll be some special guest appearances. So make sure you're following that Facebook page so you will remain in the know and know everything that's happening. And we're looking forward. Hopefully, Jabrizi might magically appear on this morning. So you guys have to keep watching, keep following, and we'll see you soon.